Welcome to the Bantha tail end of space, otherwise known as Tatooine. Hope you enjoy heat, Captain. It's the closest you'll get to landing on a sun, unless you're really unlucky.
If it's that hot here, maybe we should peel off a few layers.
I sunburn easily, but knock yourself out. We're here because of a crime lord named Diago Hickson, the closest thing Noctrayan ever had to a rival. Diago was always trying to one-up Nock. They fought for territory, bragging rights, and the occasional woman. The battles were legendary.
Maybe it was Diago who killed Nock.
No, he never came close to beating Nock in a fight, fair or otherwise. Diago celebrated Nock's death by raiding one of his storehouses, stole an advanced Gree sensor computer, priceless technology. To find Noctrayan's fortune, we need to pry that sensor computer out of Diago's sticky fingers.
Everybody has a price. What's Diago's?
These days, privacy. No one's seen Diago in years. He only communicates through his lieutenants. One of those lieutenants, a Nicto named Two Creek, promised to help. You need to meet him.
He must want something in exchange for helping us.
Two Creek wants fame. I promised I'd tell everyone he helped find Noctrayan's riches. If you run into Diago, watch your back. He makes Skavik look like a Jedi Padawan.
Does my favorite starship thief know about this deal?
Some things I kept from Skavik, just in case. This is one of them. Two Creek owns a club in the desert outside Anchorhead. He's expecting you. Good luck, Captain.
Reacher's business partner, here at last. Impressive. I'm honored she felt the need to make a show of strength. She must think very highly of me.
Are all gangsters this full of themselves?
I've never met a humble criminal.
I guess big egos are part of the job description.
I'm sorry to say this, but you've come at a bad time to do business. Things are tense.
What's wrong? You got problems with the local lawmen?
It's much worse than that.
Hey, pretty face! You don't belong here.
I'm not looking for any trouble.
Then you definitely don't belong here.
Excuse me, but I suddenly feel an urge to put away all the breakable things.
I'm only a weary traveler. There's plenty of room here for both of us, my friend.
You're not my friend, got it?
I'm sure she'd buy you a drink if you gave her the chance.
I'm not thirsty.
You want to leave me alone. You want to stop noticing me.
You're really starting to annoy me. Men? Let's show Pretty Face what we do with people who annoy me.
If you want to pick a fight, why not pick me?
I was hoping you'd say that.
You got a big mouth. I'm gonna enjoy shutting it. Men! Kill them both!
Welcome back. I'll let the Baron know you're here.
My dear, you shouldn't concern yourself with trifling details.
I am concerned. This house needs all I can give, not just my gardening skills.
Enough, we'll speak later. Your Highness, it's a pleasure to see you on such a chilly day. But if you're here about Denry Ale, I must disappoint. I've been gathering information, yet I cannot locate him with any certainty.
This data from House Alder might help.
These records, they are the pieces of a puzzle my own sources left incomplete. It appears that some weeks ago, Master Ale arranged a secret meeting with House Rist. That meeting is doubtless occurring as we speak.
Ale's not meeting with anyone, he's hiding.
I defer to your judgment. Still, be cautious. House Rist is a stain upon the nobility. A house of slayers and poisoners. I suggest you wait for Denry Ale's return. A month, perhaps 2. Don't earn the Rist assassins' ire by interfering in their affairs.
Unfortunately, my mission is urgent.
I admire your energy, but these games should be played with caution. Confronting Rist will do no good. Now, I must cut this discussion short. I have other matters to attend to. See to our guest, my lady. Make certain Cortes' hospitality remains second to none.
I'm sorry about my husband. He's a busy man, and a brave one. Just not brave enough to confront the House Rist.
Care to explain that?
Everything the Baron said about Rist is true. They are a stain on society, and a foe of Cortes. We live in fear of their blades. But you found our lost patrol, stole Denry Aile's records.
Why are you telling me this?
The Baron won't listen to my ideas. But you could show him the meaning of bravery. You could show all the houses that defying Rist isn't hopeless. Find Denry Aile, fight the assassins, change things for all of us.
I won't fail, I promise.
Thank you. Sincerely, thank you. You know, it's a long journey. Join me in my chambers? We could get something to warm you before you go.
I think the Baron might get the wrong idea.
And we wouldn't want that. I'll leave you alone. I'd warn you to be careful, but I know you will be.
I wish this hadn't ended in violence, but it was brave of you to intervene.
What can I say? I'm a sucker for a beautiful woman.
You acted based on your perception of my physical appearance? That makes no sense. My name is Neriel Prydence. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm looking for Vaveron Zaire, an agent of evil and servant of the Sith Empire. Have you heard of her?
Whoever Zaire is, I bet she's not nearly as gorgeous as you.
Zaire is a being of vast darkness and a grave threat to the galaxy. I hear she's taken an interest in the local underworld, so I came to observe these criminals and gain information.
Stick with me, sweetheart. I'll find the Zaire before sundown.
That's kind, but I can't place you in harm's way. I sense you're destined for greater things than consorting with common criminals. I must continue my search for Vaveron Zaire. May the Force be with you.
I thought she'd never leave. Look at this mess. Our gang has enough problems without Jedi chasing Sith through our territory.
The infamous Diago Hickson has trouble?
Our organization is under attack by a gang of Geonosians. Last week they took over our spice warehouse. Killed everyone, including a fellow lieutenant who had the only way of contacting Diago.
What do you mean, the only way to call your boss?
Diago hates it when we bother him. He got so angry, he killed a crate dragon. Gave us lieutenants one fang to share. Only the lieutenant with the crate dragon fang can speak to Diago, and you helped kill the men I was sending to get it.
You got a brilliant plan, right?
The way I see it, this is at least partly your fault. If you want your sensor computer, get me that crate dragon fang.
If you waste my time, I'm gonna be upset.
My deceased associate kept the fang at the spice warehouse. Place is crawling with Geonosians. Won't be easy. Discouraging those Geonosians from sticking around will give us leverage with the boss. Just a suggestion. I'm heading for Diago's summer palace at these coordinates. Meet me there with the crate dragon fang.
Ah, I was starting to wonder if we'd meet face to face. Welcome to House Rist. My name is Denry Aile, but of course you know that, and so much more after stealing my records.
How do you know who I am?
I'm no fool. I hear you've been looking for me for some time, Your Highness. You claim allegiance to House Thule. Not that it matters. When we heard you were on your way, I arranged for my friends at considerable expense to prepare a traditional Rist welcome.
In other words, you planned this. Did someone tip you off?
Let's just say I'm not the only person on Alderaan to believe the Empire's become a problem. Now, should you manage to drive past the poisoned blades of my Rist friends here, I'll warn you, I am a skilled duelist. But I doubt that'll be relevant. Gentlemen, you may kill the intruder. worthless filth. You may have killed me, but you can't take away what I've achieved. I worked for peace on Alderaan. I showed the houses how to settle their differences. What have you ever done for decent men?
I protect decent people from terrorists like you.
You blind fanatic. You never understand.
Master Ael, I'm sorry to disturb, but this message must reach you in time. The situation's grown worse. The thorn in my side knows you're visiting House Rist, and I believe he'll soon give chase. He's dangerous, Denry. He's in league with my husband, and somehow gained access to your personal journals. You're going to need protection. I know the Rists aren't committed to working for us yet, but I hope you can convince them to help you. I'm sure you can sway them somehow. You've a way with words.
Halt! Leave Cortez lands immediately, or be forcibly expelled.
Let me guess. Baroness Che doesn't like me anymore.
The Baroness has revoked your access to the estate. She's ordered all defenses raised. You may as well turn around. We've got blast doors, force fields. This estate is designed to repel an army.
The Baroness is funding terrorists, and I have proof.
I'm not interested in your proof. I'm interested in removing a threat to my house. All droids, attack now!
Fun. You don't think blasters are going to get us through here, Agent? Maybe we should talk to your bug boy. What's your look like?
Agent, come inside. The nest is prepared to defend you.
Yeah, that's what you need these bugs for. Defending us.
Our observers saw what happened. Why did Cortez turn on you? How can we help?
Turns out the Baroness is working with the terrorists.
The Baroness? This is unexpected. The nest has studied the Cortez estate's defenses and deemed them formidable. The interior shields are designed for squads of human attackers. The perimeter security systems are meant to combat armies and Killik swarms.
We disable the shields somehow.
The power generators are behind the main estate. They're well guarded, but they might be sabotaged from the inside. If I could reach the generators, I could release a swarm of fingerling Killiks. Our smallest brethren can easily slip through the cracks and damage the machinery.
You any good in a fight?
The diplomatic service taught us basic combat. Our transformation into Dawn Herald enhanced our physical performance. We can hold our own.
If you two are taking out the shield generators, I'll keep the Cortez patrols busy. Maybe poach something nice.
You're planning to steal the Baron's prize Thrantas?
What? We've got room on the ship.
Each of us can carry a handful of fingerling eggs. Once our young destroy the shield generator, we can proceed inside.